Prior to opening the restaurant, I spent 2.5 years doing research here in Chicago, New York, and I traveled to Spain a few times. And what I wanted to do is bring something to Chicago that was different, but at the same time, something that reminded them of the times they traveled to Spain. I would say about 60% of our menu has a lot of Spanish ingredients. Some of the popular dishes is our rabo de buey, which is our oxtail, which is a very popular dish in northern Spain. When you walk in this place, you actually feel like you're in Spain, and I don't just mean it to say it. From the wines, from the porrones, which are the sangrias, and the pictures that we put the sangrias, to the ceramic tiles, to the food, to the music, we just capture that feeling. And I think that it's a feeling that they go back home and tell their family and friends, and they know they can only find it at Haro.
So, Olga, you say that Haro is really authentic. Tell us why you chose it.
Well, it's one of these like places in Chicago that if you don't get a chance to go, you're really missing out on a lot. This is like a little part of Spain here in Chicago. You go in, it's alive, it's full of energy. You've got a lot of vibrant colors in there. The cuisine is great. They've got a full bar, and their sangria is not to be missed. I go in there with my friends all the time. We always have a great time, especially when we get a chance to listen to the guitarists and see the flamenco show. The flamenco dancers are just like all over the place, just all around you. So you're part of it. You're part of that culture at that point. You just forget you're in Chicago.
I thought Haro was actually really exciting. It was a real treat because I think, especially anyone who eats tapas in Chicago, it gets stale. You know what I mean? There's maybe like 5 restaurants that everyone goes to. You're going to wait a really long time.
Right.
And what was really exciting about Haro's was that it was a really intimate environment. If you closed your eyes for a second, you could feel like you were in Barcelona.
The night I was there, it was glorious. I was outside. The windows were open. The lady was playing her guitar. The music came out. It was delightful.
Yeah.
Except the portions leave a little, I should say, a lot to be desired. I mean, let's look at it. I mean, if you're with 6 people and they give you 4 little things to eat, how do you divide it?
This is the kind of place where you would go to actually share, like almost like to break bread type of deal. You know, it's like no one's going to slap your hand.
And I get that. I totally get that. But I think the difference is Fred would rather share like a sub sandwich, and what he's saying is he feels like he's sharing like a tea sandwich.
Oh,
okay.
Right.
As I say, I just don't want to end up with a stack of plates, a $300 bill, although it's not that expensive.
It's not that expensive.
And I don't get to keep the plate.
Oh my God. Wait, did anyone order a main dish?
I ordered
dish?
tapas.
No.
I ordered a bunch of
Just
tapas.
off the Tapas menu?
No, I started with smoked salmon, capers, and chopped eggs. Then went to the asparagus, and then moved to the hot, which was pork with peas. It was very, very tasty.
I had the blood sausage, and it was amazing. It came with a fennel and sort of orange salad, which is amazing. I also had the flank steak with blue cheese, which was good. It was standard, really delish. And then my favorite was the saffron mussels. It was fantastic. They were served in sort of like a saffron reduction. It was delish. It was so amazing. So, and then for dessert, I had dessert. Of course, I had dessert. I had the creme brulee, and they do it really well, right?
Yes. I had
with
that.
the cherries.
I had the cherries.
So
yes.
nice.
So good.
You can get high on the cherries.
I know it.
I mean, they have been so
I know it, Brad.
fantastic.
It was. It was
Yes,
fabulous. I had
and I really
very
got high
creamy.
on those cherries.
Olga, what are some of your favorite items to get at Haro?
The asparagus salad. I shared that with my friend, and I was fine with that. And then I also had the shrimp in the garlic and olive oil, and I also had the flamenco eggs. That was pretty good too.
The restaurant is quite wine-oriented. They have a 100% Spanish list. They don't drink a lot of white wine in Spain, so they'll drink sherry's the closest thing. If they want to drink wine, a white wine, they'll drink rosé. But and of course, lots of sangria.
Yeah, right. I had the sangria.
I didn't even know it was on the menu.
You know what? I tend to go to this place. When I go to these places, the Tapas Mart, I always have the sangria. I like to just taste, see what they're all about, and they've got like two kinds. They've got like a regular, I guess less potent version of their of the sangria, and then they've got like a bolder kind, and that's the one we normally have. It's very nice.
Vanessa, tell us a bit about the decor of the restaurant.
It was really cool. It's actually like, it was a lot more modern than most tapas restaurants are. Like the bar was done really beautifully. It had sort of like this like beautiful sort of like cedar installation. It was really exciting. And like, yeah, it was really small. It was super small.
What was the crowd like?
It was great. I mean, it was really mixed. There were definitely people from the neighborhood, you could tell, in the restaurant, but it was mixed, you know what I mean? It was a lively crowd, but everyone was just sort of enjoying themselves, you know, everyone was pretty low-key. It was just, you know, a great sort of mix of people. All
right, Olga, Haro was your selection. Give us a quick summary.
Well, I'd say that for anyone that wants to make a statement about knowing what authentic tapas are all about, Haro's is where to go.
All right. Vanessa?
I would say Haro's is a real breath of fresh air here in Chicago. We're really lucky to have a tapas restaurant that's a little unconventional, really exciting, and super authentic.
All right. Fred?
Well, I enjoyed it. I mean, the food was tasty. The personnel that came about were wonderful, helpful, and the dessert is a knockout.
All right. Well, you can taste the tapas for yourself at Haro, 2436 South Oakley, 773-847-2400. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Friday, and dinner only on Saturday. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $25.